Whose daughter was 6 days old when he left to shoot the pilot? Which series regular won't be returning in season 4? And why was Freddie Highmore almost replaced as Dr. Shaun Murphy? Hi, I'm Janet. Let's go. Nicholas Gonzalez, Lost Memories. If you're still reeling from Dr. Mendelez's unexpected death, you're not alone. Let's find the silver lining. At least he got to proclaim his love to Dr. Brown. But over to real life. Gonzalez is well known for his past roles in Resurrection Boulevard and Narcos, among others. The first thing that drew him to this part was the impressive team behind it. But more than anything, it was the writing. Gonzalez praised writer David Shore for his deft stroke that is neither melodramatic nor heavy-handed. Well, with Shore's credits ranging from Traitors, Law & Order, and House MD, it's no surprise that Nicholas seized this opportunity. Let's turn back the clock. In January 2017, he got the email with the audition info. According to Nicholas, pilot seasons are always crazy, and actors rarely get enough time to prepare. For other roles, he's had to audition up to 4 times a day, every day, once even on a Sunday. So this was just one more in a list of many others. But ever since he first held this script in his hands, Nicholas knew he was gonna have to knock it out of the park. Everyone who's anyone was in the room during his first audition. This included the actor, and in this case, producer, Daniel Dae Kim, who he immediately recognized from Lost and Hawaii Five-0. Sounds like a stressful situation. Yeah, but while he was nervous, Nicholas calmed himself with his motto, "No one can do you." Fast forward a bit. After he bagged the job, for some reason, his memories of that time are blurry. For one, even if he tries, he can't remember how much time he had to prepare for the audition. Just that it wasn't a lot. It all makes sense when you learn that his first child with his wife Kelsey Crane, yes, also from the Good Doctor set, was 6 days old when he had to go and shoot the pilot in Vancouver. He was ecstatic about landing the role, but at the same time, euphoric about the new little human in their lives. No wonder it's all a blur. Want to hear a fun fact? In real life, most of Nicholas's family works in medicine. His dad and brothers are surgeons, and his mom works at a radiology center. His brother even acted as an uncredited medical consultant in an episode of The Good Doctor. Talk about a talented family. Will Yun Lee, Tragedy Strikes. Apart from playing Dr. Alex Park, he's also known for his roles in Altered Carbon and Hawaii Five-0. Will moved to Hollywood in 1997 with only $1,000 in the bank, and his dream of acting. Did you know Bruce Lee was the actor who inspired him to pursue acting? As an accomplished martial artist himself, Will went to UC Berkeley on a sports scholarship, where he majored in ethnic studies, telling CAA Media that his studies changed his perception of how he fits in the world and gave him touch points for being bold and taking chances. Clearly, being bold and taking risks paid off for him. Much like his co-star Gonzalez, Lee had something huge going on in his personal life that overlapped with the Good Doctor casting process. However, while Gonzalez's event was a happy one, the same couldn't be said for Will Yun Lee and his wife, the actress Jennifer Birmingham Lee. Yes, from the set of The Good Doctor. Starting in 2017, their then 3-year-old son Cash suffered a number of strokes. What made matters worse was that he was misdiagnosed and even got chemotherapy, which ended up being unnecessary. Eventually, the family found a neurosurgeon who diagnosed him correctly. That meant Cash could finally get the right treatments. Of that time, Will said it affected every crevice and crack of their lives. You won't believe the odd timing though. Back then, Cash was in the hospital having brain surgery. We came home in recovery. We turned on the TV, and there was an episode with one scene. We started crying because it was about Shaun dealing with this one kid. At the time, Will turned off the TV, but a few months later, he landed his part in the show. Jessica Nicole dealt a heavy blow. Have you heard the news yet? David Shore officially announced that Dr. Carly Lever will not return in season 4. According to UK Express, Jessica is stung by this blow and has her own theories about why she's not being asked to return. In June this year, she tweeted a reply to an enthusiastic fan. "Unfortunately, I was not asked to return to the show next season." She went on to say that the situation was very disappointing and that she feels she was used as a prop to push forward the other white characters' narratives. On the other hand, the writer told TV Line, "I love Jessica and I would love to see her on the show, but it will not be in the same capacity." Well, we're in no position to speculate about these matters and think it's best left here. Richard Schiff, romantic on-set moments. The actor who portrays Dr. Glassman is also known for his co-starring role in The West Wing, during which he made his editorial debut as well. When interviewed by Deadline, Richard revealed, "I'd never seen Shore's show House because I don't watch doctor shows." However, since he had a personal connection to the autistic community, when he saw the script, his interest was piqued. He recalls calling his friend Eli, who used to be a writer-producer on The West Wing, who had worked with David on House. He asked Eli about what it's like to work with Shore, and his friend's response played a huge part in Schiff's decision to accept the offer. David's a fantastic guy, really fun and really great to work with. By the way, they really love you for this. And the rest, as they say, is history. Remember back in season 1 when Dr. Glassman had a love interest in Debbie? You might be pleasantly surprised to know that in real life, the actress who played Debbie is his wife. Schiff and Sheila Kelly have been married since 1987. Richard proudly explains that Sheila is more than an actor. She originated the entire worldwide industry of pole dancing as fitness. People should look her up, he says. He's clearly still head over heels in love with her. Antonia Thomas, a double light. The actress says she loves playing Dr. Claire Brown because she's a ball of contradictions. In reality, the British actress also has somewhat of a double life. For about 2 years, her work overlapped. Yeah, she was in 2 TV shows at the same time. The one, Lovesick, a very British rom-com, and the other, of course, The Good Doctor, a very American medical drama. I get to flex very different skills, and that's what keeps me excited about this job. I wouldn't have it any other way, she told Now to Love. While casting for pilot season, the producers probably wanted to sign Freddie Highmore first, right? Well, both yes and no. We're sure they wanted to, but things worked out quite differently. In fact, Thomas got the role of Dr. Claire before Highmore had even been discussed. Surprising, right? In an interview with Build, Antonia revealed that her audition call came in really last minute. She was in LA and had a really long week of tiring auditions behind her. So on that Friday, she was exhausted and went out with a girlfriend.
And we were just having a glass of wine, and then the audition for The Good Doctor came in, and they were like, "Really sorry, it's tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. They can only do it then."
So she left the wine, went home, and practiced as best she could. The next morning, she was surprised because she wasn't expecting the producers and the director to all be in the room. Talk about nerve-wracking.
I was expecting it to be just the casting director. It wasn't, it was everybody.
She told Digital Spy her audition included some medical jargon too. Being British herself, this meant she had to prepare it in American English. And they wanted to see it in British too. So yeah, it was quite a lot of work. And I definitely walked in thinking, ugh, this isn't going to go my way. But it all worked out. Well, she's clearly a professional, having aced the audition with so little prep time. Hill Harper, brains and brawn. Apart from being Dr. Marcus Andrews, did you know that the actor's dad was a psychiatrist and his mom was one of the first African-American practicing anesthesiologists? Wow, another actor whose family hails from a medical background. We just have to mention, Hill himself has multiple Ivy League degrees and honorary doctorates, ranging from law to public administration. To top that, he's also written several books. Clearly, not just a pretty face. We couldn't find much about his audition for Dr. Andrews. Pretty sure it's because they grabbed this actor with both hands when they saw him. According to Harper, the show's success is down to its compelling storylines. Everything starts with the writing. The show is grounded in something that's bigger than the actual story. In an interview with the Build series, he praised the team of writers and David Shore. Like most of the other cast members, Harper also sang Freddie Highmore's praises as an actor and human being, saying they'd hang out together when filming is done. Hill thinks the series is so successful among viewers because it addresses important and meaningful topics like autism. Fans are so moved by the episodes that they sometimes share with Harper how they've been personally affected. Freddie Highmore, no rest for the weary. Shaun might fool you with his American accent, but Highmore is as British as they come. You're not alone in thinking Freddie does a stellar job of portraying Dr. Murphy. So that makes it even more unbelievable to hear that he almost didn't accept the role. Why on earth not? When Shore approached him, he had just finished Bates Motel, and he literally had to decide within hours because pilot seasons are crazy, he told Adweek. When you've just finished a show that had been on for 5 seasons, you need to choose wisely because you could end up doing something that you might not want for years and years. While we're ecstatic he accepted the role of Dr. Murphy, chances are high he's going to be taking an extended vacation once The Good Doctor is done. To be specific, he only had 3 days off between Bates Motel and The Good Doctor. Talk about no rest for the weary. Freddie was drawn by the light humor and the moments of joy in the script, as well as the opportunity to work with David Shore and his amazing script, and the fascinating character that he gets to play. Speaking to Scroll.in, he said Murphy's part required way more preparation than any previous role. It was really important to portray the condition of autism authentically. On getting into the mind of Shaun, I had personal relationships with people who have autism, even before this came along. But aside from that, I watched documentaries, read pieces of literature, and we had an autism consultant who continues to be a part of the show. Apart from being an amazing actor, Freddie also wrote the script for the Season 2 premiere, and he's worked as a producer and director on the show. On that note, it was his idea to limit each season to 18 episodes, instead of some other shows which run for up to 23 episodes. It's the idea of making the show as good as it can possibly be. You'd never want to just be doing more for the sake of it. Thanks for watching. Are you excited for Season 4? Which casting story surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments. Please subscribe to our channel and remember to stay awesome.